Welcome back to another Solomon Bloom project. This project here is called Melbourne Square by OSK Property. This one is located in Southbank. So let's have a look at the location of this property first. As you can see here, Southbank is located directly to the south of the CBD of Melbourne. This location is notably within what we call the arts precinct, and typically property prices within this area has attracted higher than sort of the normal market rate that we would otherwise achieve within the CBD frame. The location is actually very close by to the parklands that is available to Melbourne CBD, and it actually joins then further down towards Albert Park and Falconer Park, which has been the jewel of Melbourne's sort of parkland amenity location precinct. From there, we would like to today look further into the actual project and what it offers to investors, especially the investors from overseas. And this project offers one of the most incentivized form of investment for anyone who wishes to simply rent out the property or to occupy for their own private purpose. The amenities and the local retail options are very, very abundant with this particular project. As you can see on the diagram here, we are looking at numbers 1 and 2. Those two towers have been completed. Number 1 would be the West Tower, and number 2 would be the East Tower that we will refer to throughout this presentation today. This is what the floor plate looks like, especially with the amenities floor. We actually have a combination of spa, pool, pool lounge, gym, meeting room, mahjong room, private dining meeting room, and premium lounge and library, which actually fill the entire floor plate. Notably, the spa is actually quite big, as well as the opportunity to create and access private spaces with views, of course, available. At level 8, which is what we call the podium, we have the sauna, the games room, lounge, golf simulator, yoga studio, barbecue, gym, private dining. Basically whatever you see here as a list, and it is available to all residents. We have a Woolworths available within the building precinct itself, which is a very, very convenient option for either yourself to live in or potentially for your tenants as well, which makes the property very attractive for tenants and gives it a very high desirability. We also have an array of dining options available, anywhere between Asian, cafe, Italian, all the way to bottle shops as well. The location of the Southbank allows access to Royal Botanic Gardens, Melbourne Sporting Precinct, Melbourne Fashion Boutiques, Casino, the Crown Casino notably, the Southbank Boulevard, as well as education options available within the doorsteps. Not to mention, this arts precinct actually offers quite a lot of visitors to the area, including the NGV as well as the Arts Centre. So from where the location of the Melbourne Square is, which is identified on this picture with the logo of Melbourne Square, you can see that there is, first of all, access to quite a lot of parklands, which is within just a road crossing away, as well as being able to have access to NGV and the Arts Centre, which this precinct as a whole makes the area quite premium and make sure investments backed by a growing, I guess, attention and value. Some of the key statistics that we need to be aware of for this particular project is that it has access to one of Melbourne's largest park at 3,700 square meters worth of accessible parkland space, as well as a public and retail space ranging all the way up to 6,000 square meters. And to provide a bit more of a snapshot of the arts precinct, the open space is up to about 18,000 square meters of arts precinct, which is also due for future investment within the local area, as well as more than 6 million visitors that are visiting NGV, not to mention a further $22 billion in injection of funds by the government to be able to bring more visitors and make this precinct more popular. These are some of the key amenities that are available within the precinct itself, including the Arts Centre Melbourne, as well as the Hammer Hall and the Southbank Theatre. The location allows for easy access to University of Melbourne, where 36.4% of the university are international students, and currently their fine arts and music is undergoing $200 million worth of development at the moment, as well as RMIT University, which is nearby as well, boasting 12,590 international students. There are also available primary and secondary schooling options within the Melbourne Square precinct, with some of the top education options available to the residents of Melbourne Square. Melbourne Square is also within a walking distance to the sporting precinct, with Etihad Stadium, Melbourne Cricket Ground, the MCG, the Amy Park notably being very close to Melbourne Square. For those of you considering short-term rental investment options, these venues and the events that are held in these venues all throughout the year will mean that there is going to be a good level of occupancy for your investment. Looking a bit deeper into the actual project and the actual units that you may have an option over, please do speak with your sales rep, whoever you've been communicating with. They'll be the best source of contact and information to be able to get the best option and the best pricing accessible directly from the developer. As you can see, this is the development as we've seen in the diagram before, and we'll be referring to the tower on the right hand side as the east wing and the tower on the left hand side as the west wing, as we sort of face somewhat north within the development itself. This would be the northwest view. This is the city view. So if you're actually if you secure a unit towards the top end of these two units, this will be the northwest view, a view directly towards the CBD. This will be the south view, which will then give you access to a view towards the beach and the Albert Park as well, which is obviously very desirable. Towards the east, you will have a view towards the parklands, as well as the sporting complexes, as you can see, Amy Park and MCG, as well as the Arts Centre and NGV, as well as the beautiful billowing hills of Melbourne. And of course, the lower level east view from the east building will get you the view to the NGV and the Arts Centre, as well as the southern end of the Melbourne CBD. The units that we have picked up for this development is Unit 4204, which is 2-bedroom, 2-bath option, coming in at $799,000, with further incentives available depending on your correspondence with your sales rep. The area ranges between 63.8 to 67.7 square meters, facing towards the east. This 2-bedroom option provides an ensuite for one of the bedroom options and 1 bathroom accessible to everybody in the apartment, with a nice open plan situated right in the middle of the floor plan. Having a look at the 2-bedroom, 2-bath option in the northeastern corner of the building, we have 2 beds and 2 baths at $797,000 with a north-facing view, which allows you the view towards the city as well as the arts precinct view as well. Swinging around to the 4101 in the west building, we can see as marked on the right hand side here. This is, by the way, a completed option for you. All of these units are completed. All of these options are completed and ready to settle straight away. And here we have a 72 square meter, 73 square meter offering with 2-bedroom, a lot more sizable because of the configuration of the building, of the unit itself, where you will have views towards the north, which is also quite attractive. That concludes the presentation for Melbourne Square. Should you have any further queries about the implication of owning these units, please contact your sales rep. Thank you so much.